Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the instant match reaction to Tottenham Hotspur 4, Everton 0. Just outclassed, really. That's all I can say about that. I thought first half was okay. I thought we'd done well. I thought we held, our shape in the game quite well. We looked threatening on the break. We looked like we might do something on the break. But second half, all of that went out the window. It was an absolutely woeful second half display from Everton. Sam Allardyce picked a team, the same team as I picked actually before the game, and was hoping, I suppose, to get Balassi in the way we got him in at Anfield, and obviously having Cenk Tosun up front trying to get him a little bit of service. And I thought we did do okay in the first half. Spurs are a good side, will control the ball. We know that. And sometimes you do have to just back off and let them have the ball and keep your shape. But for too many times in the second half, we just didn't get close to them. We thought we'd gone ahead. Wayne Rooney, close range header from a toss and flick. It was a good header. The linesman, who seemed to spot everything in that first half against us, absolutely everything, puts the flag up. It's tight, but Wayne probably is marginally offside. But then in the second half, Harry Kane is offside and he allows the goal. So what hope have you got? I mean, in that first half, the referee, Rooney was taken out from behind. He was dragged back another time. The pullback by Dembele is a yellow card. Referee doesn't give it. Dyer takes him out from behind. Is a yellow card. Doesn't get it. Little things like that. Jagielka clearing the ball. So the referee immediately card out. And you're like, how? How can you be so inconsistent? Is it just because the directive is there the directive is there to make sure the top six get the results that they need? I don't like any referee. I think they're all as bad as each other. They've all been given their instructions by the FA, and that's what happens. But at least make it look like you're not favouring one side over the other. Spurs got ahead, and a nice switch of play. Acres of space on our left-hand side, like there always is, basically. And until we get a left-back, that won't get any better. Jagielka's pulled out with Harry Kane. Cuca Martinez has gone in to cut the space. But the thing he does wrong, and it's ridiculous, is he never ever goes to shut down Aurier. He just lets him run in. Now, Aurier miss-hits it. It's a shot, and it's a pathetic shot. That's going wide, and Son ghosts in and puts Spurs ahead. And they hadn't really done anything on the winning, and it was, 5 minutes after we looked as though we took the lead. It was quite frustrating. But after that, I thought we hung in there, and again, we stretched them a little bit without doing anything, of note. Tosun got in and cut one back for Rooney. It just went behind them, and we couldn't get the shots away. And we went in 1-0 down at the break, and you thought, can we come out and ask some questions to Spurs? And we didn't. We came out within 90 seconds. We were 2 down. And the goal shouldn't have stood. It's very, very simple. He was offside. If Rooney was offside, Kane was offside. The linesman chooses to keep his flag down. It's 2-0. And then from then on, Spurs were fantastic and took over. And we couldn't get near them. We didn't lay a glove on them. And our players just aren't good enough. It's as simple as that. You can't go through manager after manager after manager and it be the manager's fault. At some stage, as players, you've got to take responsibility. We can't pass a ball 5 yards. We can't win physical battles. We don't get in round about. We can't shoot on target. People have a go at Sam Allardyce. I'm not defending Sam Allardyce. Well, I suppose I am defending him on this incident. Is that it's not him who's kicking the ball. He doesn't tell us to go out and not hit the target when we have a chance to shoot. So just cut that rubbish out. It can't be everybody else's fault but the players. It can't be. This is the 4th manager some of these have played under, and they're unable to do it. Big thing. Ronald Koeman and Steve Walsh have left this squad massively imbalanced. There's not real players here. They're not, because they don't perform. There's no consistency level from most. It's just the way they collapse is ridiculous. And Sam Allardyce has said after the game he's shocked by the lack of professionalism. Well, Sam, you should have been watching it all season, because we've seen it from day one. absolutely abysmal, and something's got to change. Spurs went on, put us to the sword at 2-0. You know, Mason Holgate, hang your head in shame. Cuco Martina for the first, pathetic. Holgate, woeful for the third. Just lets Kane run off him. You know, you've got one man, he's the most dangerous player on the pitch, and you just let him run into the penalty area unmarked. And okay, miss it and it bobbles in, but when everything's going for you, it goes for you and it ends up in the net. And then they score a fourth, which is an absolutely fantastic goal. They've hit the post as well. We've been well beaten. We didn't lay a glove on them. But one thing I won't defend Sam Allardyce for, and that is the substitutions, which you know, look, he took Tosin off because we were 3-0 down. I think we were never getting back in it. Save him. We've got West Brom and Leicester coming at home, and they're massive games now for us. We need 6 points out of those two games. You know, when he put Calvert-Lewin on, who hasn't got a goal in him, but he will work hard. But the Aaron Lennon sub, to me, just made no sense. Just put Lookman on. Put Lookman on to run at them. Lennon, look, I like Lennon, but he's limited. He's a defensive midfield wide player. That's what he is. Lookman's going the other way. You know, take Balassi off by all means. Balassi was poor. It was really bad. It was his worst game since coming back today. He was shocking. He just didn't contribute anything. Not he tried, but he just didn't contribute a thing. Put Lookman on and let him have a little run. He might not have been able to do anything anyway, but give the lad a chance. You know, I understand why he brought Schneidlin on. The fans don't want to see, with 3-0 down, we want to see maybe Lookman or maybe Nias coming on and just try and chase the game. But the substitution, the Lennon one again, for me, it's bizarre, absolutely bizarre. He took McCarthy off to try and save his legs, I think, because it was done. But no, Spurs, full value. You've much the better side, full value for it. They're a top side, Tottenham. The terrifying thing is, or not terrifying, but the real disheartening thing is a few years ago we weren't far away from Spurs at all. It was minimal. You know, we were vying with them, and then they did get a bit better, but we crept back and we were close to them. We're not now. We're miles behind them at the moment. Yes, they've got Harry Kane, who's came through the ranks. How often does that happen? He's been wonderful for them. But they've got a good side, and physical specimens, some of them pacey and powerful. We just haven't got any of that. And that, you have to blame the manager, or the ex-manager, Ronald Koeman, and Steve Walsh. They had a big pot of money in the summer. You know, Ronald Koeman, £200 million, near enough. He'd been given by Farhad Moshiri. And we are, since from January last year to now, £200 million or £180 million, and we are much worse than we were 12 months ago. So the recruitment, how we haven't got a left back, is just burning my head out now. I just can't. It just depresses me every time I see Martinez stop, turn round and pass it back. Dreadful, absolutely dreadful in this day and age of Premier League footballers and the money that's spent and wages, that we haven't got a fullback that can cross the halfway line. It's a joke. It's a joke how we haven't got, you know, midfield players that want to run forward. I like Garn and like McCarthy, but they go forward with the ball. Yeah. Anyway, Spurs full value, 4-0. Check out Ped's Instant Match Reaction. See you soon on Toffee TV.